Gather round, children. I'll tell you a story. I'm drinking whiskey from a dirty shot glass, wearing my comfortable hoodie. Very poor lighting. It's the perfect setting. Billy always draws the Queen of Hearts, but maybe it's 'cause he marked the deck. Frankie always lets the cards lay where they fall. Johnny always draws the one-eyed Jack. The one-eyed Jack. The one-eyed Jack. Now they hang together down at the Old Black Crow, shooting dice, playing cards, and throwing darts. Billy and Frankie and Johnny are pals, hustling and drinking and breaking hearts, and breaking hearts, and breaking hearts. Now Billy always draws the Queen of Hearts, but maybe it's 'cause he marked the deck. Frankie always lets the cards lay where they fall. Johnny always draws the one-eyed Jack. The one-eyed Jack. The one-eyed Jack. Now Johnny spots Lily at the end of the bar, green-eyed beauty from out of town. But Lily has her eyes on Billy, of course, with his sparkling eyes and his skin so brown. Skin so brown. His skin so brown. Now Frankie takes no notice. He has a plan of his own to go see Alice Hardy at the Archer Arms. They'd had a thing a few months back, and he's been longing to get back into her arms, back into her arms, back into her arms. Now Lily is a dream in a simple black dress. Billy pretends he doesn't care. Johnny asks her what she'd like to drink. She twists her finger up in her hair, up in her hair, up in her hair. And Billy always draws the Queen of Hearts, but maybe it's 'cause he marked the deck. Frankie always lets the cards lay where they fall, and Johnny always draws the one-eyed Jack. The one-eyed Jack. The one-eyed Jack. Now meanwhile Frankie's at the Archer Arms looking for Alice at her usual table. No signs of her though, but that's okay. He sets his sights on Big Red Mabel. Big Red Mabel. Big Red Mabel. Now Lily tells Johnny she'd like a Tanqueray and tonic, but she doesn't look him in the eye. She's watching Billy over Johnny's left shoulder. Billy's just letting his last dart fly. Last dart fly. His last dart fly. Now Billy yells out, "Hey Johnny, you're up." Johnny leaves Lily with her drink. "Thanks," Lily says, and she drinks it down quick and throws old Billy a wink. Billy a wink. Billy a wink. Now Johnny makes his throws. 20 points too little. Says, "Billy, you beat me again." Turns around just in time to see Billy hand Lily another tonic and Tanqueray gin. Tanqueray gin. Tanqueray gin. Well, Billy always draws the Queen of Hearts. Maybe it's 'cause he marked the deck. Frankie always lets the cards lay where they fall. Johnny always draws the one-eyed Jack. The one-eyed Jack. The one-eyed Jack. Now meanwhile Frankie and Mabel are just finished. Frankie never does last very long. That's okay with Mabel. She's singing tonight, and it's time for her signature song. Her signature song. Her signature song. Now Billy and Lily slip out the back door. Johnny watches them go and he sighs. Lily blows him a kiss over her shoulder. Johnny orders an old-fashioned with rye. Old-fashioned with rye. An old-fashioned with rye, and that's where he stays till Frankie returns about 3½ old-fashions later. Frankie orders himself a shot of some Irish. Can't remember a time that he ever felt greater. Ever felt greater. He never felt greater. Now Billy and Lily are halfway across town in Billy's house up in the hills. Lily says she's never known such a man. Billy says that Lily's a thrill. Ain't it a thrill? Ain't it a thrill? Now Billy always draws the Queen of Hearts. Maybe it's 'cause he marked the deck. Frankie always lets the cards lay where they fall. Johnny always draws the one-eyed Jack. The one-eyed Jack. The one-eyed Jack. The next day the pals are back at the Old Black Crow. Billy's shuffling a brand new deck. Frankie's whistling Mabel's signature song. Johnny spots a fingernail scratch on Billy's neck. On Billy's neck. On Billy's neck. And Johnny asks Billy how'd it go with Lily, while Frankie goes to the bar to order a round. Billy just smiles and starts to deal. Says, "I don't think you'll be seeing her around. Seeing her around. Seeing her around." Now Johnny looks at his hand. He likes what he sees. He throws in his ante +3. Frankie hands round the drinks and sees Johnny's bet. Billy matches them both and says, "Let's see." He says, "Let's see." He says, "Let's see." Now Billy always draws the Queen of Hearts, but maybe it's 'cause he marked the deck. And Frankie always lets the cards lay where they fall. Johnny always draws the one-eyed Jack. Yet the one-eyed Jack. The one-eyed Jack. While Billy rakes in his winnings and Frankie orders up some more drinks, Johnny stands up and says, "I need some air. I need some time to think. Time to think. Time to think." And he's thinking it's time to find some new pals, a new place to hang around. Yeah, there's plenty of dives and taverns in this dirty little town, little town, little town. Now he turns up his collar against the slanted rain. He lets it wash over his upturned face, turns and takes one last look inside, and he says, "To hell with this place. To hell with this place. To hell with this place." And Billy always draws the queen of hearts. Maybe it's 'cause he marked the deck. Frankie always lets the cards play where they fall. And Johnny always draws the one-eyed Jack. The one-eyed Jack. The one-eyed Jack. And Billy always draws the queen of hearts. Maybe it's 'cause he marked the deck. And Frankie always lets the cards lay where they fall. And Johnny always draws the one-eyed Jack. 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 The one-eyed Jack.